Morning, everybody. This video's late. I got up at 3, intended to make a video, but what woke me up was the smell of skunk. And sure enough, I had a little visitor. I'm so glad I didn't let the dogs out, but I think they already knew that danger was out on the porch, so I think he came up for water. Okay, just a little what I did yesterday. I called someone that was interested in purchasing all of Brad's fun sticks, his fire sticks, and sure enough, he came over, and I was able to generate some operating capital that now has kind of softened the fact that I'm a 1 now instead of a 2. Our friend David came over, and I was so glad he did, because it broke the, oh my God, Brad's not here. And we had a wonderful talk. I talked about my favorite thing in the whole wide world other than Brad, and that's the Lord. And I got to tell him how much that I was relying on God to get me through this. And he's a good friend, and he listened. And I just want to say that to David. Thank you so much for coming over and listening to me. I probably kept him here a lot longer than he wanted to be, but thank you again, David. I'm not real sure what I'm allowed to show on a video about YouTube, but I just wanted some of Brad's friends, we watch together their videos every time they put one up. And this guy here, I thought for years his last name was He's Such a Good Guy, and the same thing with Rob Moffat. I thought for sure that his last name was He's Such a Good Guy. So I just wanted to, and there's lots of you guys that we watch your videos on the TV every morning. So that's going to be really hard, that I'm not going to be able to do that with him. It's getting better. I know I probably don't sound like it's getting better, but it really is. And it's a little easier to talk to him. But most of all, I want to say to y'all that I'm struggling with comments and being able to answer comments, especially to people that have been in Brad's life for a very long time. I may not know you personally, but I know you, and y'all knew Brad. Y'all have looked at us at our best and then looked at us at our worst. So it's hard. I can talk to people I don't know or that didn't know Brad way easier than I can talk to y'all. And another thing, for people that are texting me, I may not recognize your name, but if you put in your YouTube name, then it will click. I had a conversation with one of Brad's friends for years, and I was embarrassed to tell him I didn't even really know who I was talking to until I asked him, and he told me his name, and I couldn't believe it, because I just didn't recognize his YouTube name. And it is easier for me to text for some reason than it is to answer comments. But I mainly want to tell everybody that Brad would just be, I think he wouldn't have the words to even to express his thankfulness for all the people that have reached out to me, people from around the world. I just can't believe it. Tomo in Croatia, thank you so much for your comment. Your your message to me. You have no idea what that meant to me. It was very comforting. Other than that, it's slow going. I do have to tell you, yesterday the video that I made that I couldn't get into Brad's checking account. Well, when David came over, I was telling him about it, and he was looking at me like I was crazy, and he said, well, why don't you just hit forgot password on his phone? And oh my God, I can believe it. It just clicked. I think I just had to have somebody say that out loud to me before. And how many times have I done that where I put that in that I couldn't remember my password? So that's when people say when someone dies, your brain just shuts down. Well, it's true. I can't even think of what I'm supposed to do in the next 30 minutes, let alone for the rest of my life. I'm sure as this gets a little further down the road, I'll be able to talk and make sense and not keep repeating myself. But mainly, I just want to tell everyone that has reached out to me that your words have been comforting and brought me peace. And most of all, it's the fact that I see how much that people cared about Brad and cared about us, our family, our dogs, and as y'all know, our dogs are our children. So, all right, guys, that's really all I can say, except for that I will be selling everything, all of Brad's tools. So I really could use some advice about who I could be looking for. I don't do Facebook. It's foreign to me. Brad did, and I can't even get on there and understand anything about it. So if any of y'all could email me, well, Brad, if you could email me and tell me just where I could go to look, that would be really helpful. All right. As things progress, I'll give you a little window into what's happening around here. Oh, and I have had lots of people telling me suggestions of what I could do or what I shouldn't do, and I got a little wake-up call that when the funeral home contacts Social Security, Google may stop the sending Brad his check, which goes directly into the bank. And I hope that's not the case. I hope that it just transfers over into me, because that's what the will says, but you never know. I mean, that's just the way life is. But I always told Brad that the Google check was pennies from heaven, and sometimes it rains and sometimes it doesn't. So I've learned to dance in the rain, so it will be okay. And I think that this is just the way it's supposed to be. It's just I'm just starting a new journey on a new path. So thank you again, guys, for all of your prayers. That's the most important. I believe the best thing you can give someone is your time and your prayers, and that's what everyone has done for me. So have a good day, and hopefully I will be able to get another video up later.